Greetings, duelists, and welcome back to the Underground. This is episode 24, and we're back to talking about Malice again, obviously. So, if you didn't see my last OCG video, I did make a video talking about a very particular tournament that happened the other day, and Malice won that event. And this is post Blazing Dominion. There is a very particular card that we're going to talk about today, and no, that card is not Dominant Spark. We will talk about Dominant Spark and Solemn Report in the future. But one particular thing that caught my eye is we're summoning Terahertz again. We haven't seen Terahertz in a long time. Terahertz was played back when Malice first debuted. We also played Kodo Soul and Dustscaper back then as well. And I think these cards are worth talking about again. Before we talk about why we're playing Terahertz again, we need to talk about the history behind Terahertz. This card helped make OTKs a lot easier. This card played through battle phase tricks. This card also makes it is an interruption that was really hard to stop, and it really solidified a few boards that we had with Malice. Now let's talk about what happened to Terahertz and why did it disappear. So when Supreme Darkness debuted in 2025, it got quickly replaced by Nightmare Griffin and Abawaku. Right before the April list, there was a Fiendsmith Bestial control deck that adapted Malice into their strategy. Shout outs to Pack TCG and Thrift Gaming for that. Quickly after Forbidden Limited list, that version of the deck took a backseat. But then Alliance Insight came out, and Alliance Insight introduced us to Ally Code Talker Adignister, which just was a way better endboard piece into our boards. It made the Adignister engine just worth playing into the deck. The Adignister card just gave us a lot of really strong extenders that helped with the consistency of Malice, and it also helped us play through Artifact Lancia, which was another really big deal back then. So yeah, that's what Malice has been doing for the longest time. Now, let's talk about why are we playing Terahertz again. So the first thing to note is Red Ramson is banned in the OCG, while White Binder is gone for us in the TCG. That pretty much makes it so our endboards with Ally Code Talker are significantly weaker. And we just needed other endboard tools that just helped into our strategy to just keep up the slack of what Whitebinder was doing. The other thing that made Terahertz really popular, or is making Terahertz worth playing again now, is the popularity behind Radiant Typhoon. Radiant Typhoon and Draco Tail are really two strong decks. Mitsurugi being another really strong contender in the OCG at the moment. And just having the Save Worm be able to just check some of those strategies is really welcomed. As opposed to the beginning when we were first playing Terahertz, we now have we now have a few other tools that help into our favor. The thing about Terahertz as well is the really popular cards right now that have been played cannot play around Terahertz properly. Super Polymerization is a card that is not a really big issue if we just end on Terahertz, because the decks that are playing Super Polymerization, not a lot of them are playing Dark Monsters. So if you just end on Terahertz, you don't have to worry about Super Poly, you don't have to worry about Droplets, Mourner, Veiler, Imperm, Forbidden Crown, Forbidden Droplet, and those are all really popular cards right now. the other really cool thing about Terahertz is that like this can just really secure OTKs if you're going second as well into like those particular cards. If you saw the last Underground episode and you called Fit for Crown Fit for a Queen, we can also use Crown to protect our Terahertz. And Terahertz protected by Crown, backed up by a like Styber's the Save Worm, with the ability to just dump another monster like the Code of Soul or like an Master Pack Bit if you wish to play that, which by the way does not conflict with Dominance Impulse, which is really important to mention. That also becomes really annoying for your opponent. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Terahertz has a place in Malice again. Now, let's try to do some combos that end on Terahertz or that uses Terahertz as a combo piece. So, Teleport for Blue, Blue for 19, 19 for Zaytan. We're doing the Quantum line. You don't have to do Super Quantums for this, but, you know, if you've been on this channel, you already know that I am a very big fan of the Quantums. They just give us enough bodies to make all the boards that we want. They're just really premium starters. Like, it's really hard to break with playing these cards. Now, we're at this point. We're going to 11 the red, and we're going to challenge Chessy Cat. So, we're going to bring back another monster that used to be played back in Malice old school days. You got 3 seconds to guess what that monster is. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Dotscaper. So, you don't need to play this. This is extremely optional. But by playing Dotscaper, we're giving us another body that you can send with Terahertz. It's another body that also just facilitates our combo. This is a different attribute, so this can make Heat Soul as well. That being said, we summon back the Dotscaper. We summon Wicked. We're using the Dotscaper into Link Disciple. We banish the Chessy Cat. We add the backup, and this brings back the Chessy Cat. The really big difference here is we still don't have Marsh Hare into rotation yet. However, this Red Ramson stays on board, and this is a Link 3 monster. So that will come up. So Mouse in the Mirror, you draw 2. Mirror banishes Trap, adds Trap. We're going to link into Heat Soul. We're going to backup. Backup is going to add us the Marsh Hare. And we draw from Heat Soul. That turns into Heart's Cryptor. We grab these 3. That turns into Neo Tempest Terahertz. And with Terahertz, we're just going to dump the Save Worm. And you can end it here. And you just like end on the Terahertz with GWC and Marsh Hare in hand. And like, this is a lot. Like, you know, your opponent still has to deal with the Save Worm. They have to deal with whatever you dump with Terahertz afterwards. They have to deal what you bring back with GWC, and they have to bring back with whatever you bring back with Marsh Hare. So you can just Marsh Hare like into Rabbit, for example, and Rabbit into 07, and you know, just keep going from there. But we're going to do another thing in our combo as well. We're going to Marsh Hare, bring back the Cryptor. And another really cool thing about doing this is if you summon the Cryptor underneath the Terahertz, your opponent cannot negate this Cryptor. And we already talked about how resilient to negation Terahertz is. So unless your opponent is removing these bodies from the board, like Dark Ruler doesn't work, Droplet doesn't work, like Forbidden Crown doesn't work either. Like, this is just a very well layered amount of interruptions here. That being said, we are going to grab all these bodies, and we are going to make an Ignister. I keep forgetting that you can Link Kuribo away the Marsh Hare. So if you want to summon Link Kuribo to just play around evenly matched and stuff like that, that's also a factor that you can do. We have the GWC, and that is our end board. So this is the same end board that we used to do last time on the last video. The really big difference is we have the save worm in our graveyard. And yes, is making Terahertz worth the save worm? I think it is. Like this save worm can just stop another power spell or like another power trap card at a given moment. Against Draco Tail, this is pretty much a pseudo win condition as well, because with Ketu being limited, they are heavily relying on Rahu and Branded Fusion now. And if you can stop that with the save worm, you can just ally Code Talker or something else, like for example Albaz. And you know, it's really hard for your Draco Tail opponent to just win that game. Also, this bringing back Cryptor and Cryptor being unnegatable because it's pointing to ally code is also really strong. Alright, so let's do a 2-card combos. So this Gold Sarcophagus can be anything else. This could be a Bestial, this could be Wizard Alinister, this could be the Malice Field spell, this can be Marsh Hare. Any of those will work just fine. But you will see that this extra card does do a lot into our combos. And Malice is already known to be a 2-card combo deck. So blue for Zaytan, Zaytan red, red Zaytan, Cherubini, Lizard red, resummon. We're going to red. We're going to grab back Marsh here this time. That already tells us that the Gold Sark is going to be used for Dotscaper. We bring back Chessie. Don't forget to add Malice in the Mirror if you're summoning Red Ransom. That didn't happen. Smile. Draw, banish, add. We're going to Heat Soul, draw, backup summon. We're summoning Wizard. We make the Cryptor, and now we summon the Dotscaper. We don't use this blue layer for just yet. We're going to Wizard. Wizard brings back the Chessie Cat. We're going to grab all these bodies, make this Terahertz. Yeah. I'm going to give you guys homework. What do you think is going to be the end result of this combo? I'm gonna let you guess what the end combo is. I will make a community post posting what the end result will be. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Until next time, keep practicing and keep dueling.